Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to this week's vlog post. It is really, again, a continuation of the conversation we've been having for the last few weeks, and I want to push this to the brighter side of things as much as possible because we've been proven time and time again, especially with the reports I'm getting from the field this week, about how being positive and making positive connections with people is generating positive results. And I get it right now, depending upon what part of the country you've been in or where you're living and what the restrictions are and what you're able to do. We're sharing this common experience of coronavirus and having to deal not only with that, but how the market is responding to that, how what's going on with the mortgage arena, how government rules, regulations, and suggestions are certainly changing people's lives and creating a lot of uncertainty. And it would be easy to fall into that trap of negativity and point out all the flaws and all the issues and complain. But I'll be honest with you, I've been watching and trying to preach with my people, finding ways to be positive and proactive and provide service and value to your clients and your referral partners. And we're really seeing some pretty amazing results. And it's not just in one place, because all across the country, I have originators who have been working and been reaching out and talking to their clients and their referral partners. And each call that I get on and each call that they're making, even if it's just to check in and see how people are doing, provides an opportunity to listen. It provides an opportunity to show that you care. It becomes the place for you to potentially be a sounding board for someone else, provide help to some of those who are around you, maybe even direction. And I'll be honest with you, the positive connections with people can also put them in a position where they feel a little more positive about what's going on, that they see that there are opportunities for them down the road. There are things that they can be doing now that will help prepare them for what is going to happen. And it will be sooner rather than later when we get out of our houses and start heading back to what will become the new normal and evolve much into the world where we used to like it, with probably some changes on how we address things. But I just wanted to share you with this week, the conversations that my LOs have been having with me, and some of the managers have been sharing with me about things that their people have been doing and the responses that we have gotten. And, some of the new opportunities out there for business opportunities and referral opportunities and new relationships, they're really coming from the street, from a real perspective of real life communication. So here are a few things that we found, and hopefully you'll realize that we've talked about a few of these things and how it's possible for you to do some of these things. And one of the things that we have found is we found a local pet store that will deliver pet food to the elderly so that the elderly don't have to leave their homes to get pet supplies. And not only does it take one of the burdens off the elderly, let's be honest, for many of these people, their pets are a significant part of their lives, and worrying about how they're going to get food is a big deal. So having a pet store that will deliver for them so that those people don't have to worry, I think is great. We've identified across the country in a number of different locations, paint supply and hardware stores who are willing to connect with clients and homeowners through Skype or through Zoom, and help them identify the home projects and look at their circumstance and share concepts, strategies, information, and help. And then will they be able to deliver them the products that they need right to their front door, that to get the job done, and offer guidance that should it be necessary along the way. I think that's amazing, especially when having conversations with our realtor referral partners who may have some listings that are sitting there or may have some people who are thinking about selling their house or going to sell their house once the market opens back up. One of the things that I've heard quite a few times is with originators calling their clients, especially speaking about forbearance, there's been a huge positive feedback from people who didn't know that, what the potential consequences are of forbearance. And I've already seen this week somebody already show me a credit report that had forbearance on there. And you know what? So much for the fact that it's not going to be reported to the credit reporting agencies. If it happens to one, it'll happen to more. And the other thing is, by reaching out to your database and talking to them about forbearance, I had one person go out there and speak to their database and have 11 conversations with clients who thought about forbearance. Only once they understood the real consequences of it, realized that it wasn't worth skipping payments, that there was no real benefit for them in doing it. Again, all important information that's not going to get to your people if you don't have that conversation. One of my loan officers, while checking in with referral partners, was talking to an agent, and they were just going back and forth, and everything was fine. And later that day, they got a phone call from another agent in that office who was referred to them by the other agent in their office because they couldn't get a hold of their loan officer. That they had been reaching out to this person for a couple of days, and that person hadn't responded to them, and they were able to put a deal together within the same day. So that's really powerful. So making these calls becomes really impactful. And if you're not going to make them, all right, then how are people going to know what the truth is about your market and the situation? That one loan officer calling a pre-approval, just checking in with them, and that pre-approved client just put their situation on hold because they wanted to wait until a lot of this had passed before going back and shopped. And they spent some time talking about how to use their coronavirus stimulus money, what they were doing with their current situation, and how to best take advantage of that so that they can save a significant amount of money when they go to buy their next house. So the more you hear the stories of how reaching out with a positive message, sharing strategies, and just talking to your clients and your referral partners and listening to what they have to say and sharing what you know to be the truth about the circumstances can really provide a positive results, and will certainly keep you engaged with your people, because this is going to end. And it's going to end sooner rather than later. And my belief is, whatever you thought the housing market was going to be in 2020, I believe it will be at least that strong, if not 10 to 20% stronger before this year is over, for any number of reasons that we've already laid out. And if you're not going to be prepared, if you're not going to be connected, if you're not going to communicate, you may miss the wave of opportunity that is heading this way once everybody gets out there and things head back toward the new normal. So please pay attention to the vlog post. Please look at us on Facebook, LinkedIn, connect to us on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, as always, it's improvemytomorrowcoaching.com. To reach me directly for questions or comments, it's Mike at IMT Coaching. And we're always here to help you move the situation forward, find a strategy to where you can generate opportunities so that you can do something today that'll help you improve your tomorrow. Take care.